She'll never say it, but you'll feel it. You felt it before. That gut-wrenching doubt when her phone lights up at midnight and she flips it face down. She says, "It's just a friend." But your instincts, they whisper something different. You try to shake it off. Tell yourself you're just overthinking, that maybe you're the problem. But deep down, you know something doesn't add up. This is how betrayal begins. Not with another man, but with a pattern. Because the truth is, some women were never built for loyalty. Psychologists call it the thrill seeker's paradox. Those who crave excitement eventually get bored of stability. And men, we become their latest phase. Until the rush fades, then they're gone. Today, I'll expose the 8 types of women most likely to cheat, and how to spot them before they destroy your peace, your trust, and your future. Because cheating doesn't start in the bedroom, it starts long before. It starts with patterns of behavior most men ignore until it's too late. So ask yourself, how many of these red flags have you already seen and brushed aside? Red flag number 1, the wild child. She's electric, unpredictable, a storm that feels like heaven. From the moment you meet her, your world tilts. Every night feels cinematic, every touch feels dangerous. She laughs like lightning, lives like fire, and makes you believe you've finally found something real. She pulls you into midnight drives, impulsive plans, and emotions that feel too big for words. With her, time bends, logic disappears. You mistake chaos for chemistry, because that's how intoxicating she is. But behind that thrill hides a darker truth. She's addicted to stimulation. Peace makes her restless, stillness feels like death, and the same wildness that drew you in will one day push you out. Psychologists call it impulsivity bias, the craving for novelty that rewires the brain's reward system. It's the same pattern that fuels both adventure and betrayal. Because when she stops feeling that emotional high, she'll look for it somewhere else, anywhere else. She'll say things like, "I hate boring men," but what she really means is, "I can't survive stability." You'll try harder to keep her interested. More surprises, more attention, more intensity. But no matter what you do, it will never be enough. Because her loyalty isn't built on connection, it's built on excitement. One day, she'll tell you she loves you. The next, she'll vanish for space. Then return, teary-eyed, whispering, "I just needed to feel alive again." And you'll believe her, because you remember what it felt like when she was yours. But here's the truth. She was never yours. She belongs to the high, to the next spark, to the next emotional hit that makes her feel alive. Her love burns bright, but never long, because she confuses adrenaline with affection and intensity with intimacy. She doesn't want peace, she wants pulse. And when the thrill fades, her loyalty does too. You'll be left replaying every wild night, every deep look, wondering where it all went wrong. But it didn't go wrong. It was wrong from the start. You didn't fall for her soul. You fell for the storm she carried inside her. Because the wild child never loves you for who you are. She loves how you make her feel, and the moment the high is gone, she'll go searching for her next fix. Red flag number 2, the dominator. She walks in, and the energy changes. Men orbit her like moths to a flame, hypnotized by her confidence. She knows exactly what she's doing. Every look, every pause, every smirk is calculated. She says she doesn't need a man, but deep down, she needs to conquer one. Because for her, love isn't about connection, it's about control. This woman doesn't chase affection, she chases submission. Control is her love language. Every silence becomes a power play. Every argument turns into a test. Every compliment you give becomes another chip in her emotional poker game. She'll flirt with others, not out of curiosity, but strategy. She wants to see if you'll react, to measure your composure, and when you do, she'll smile and call you insecure. But it's not insecurity she's looking for, it's dominance. She feeds on your reactions because it makes her feel in control. Her attraction doesn't come from love, it comes from resistance. The moment you surrender, she loses desire. The moment you hold your frame, she doubles down, testing harder. It's a cycle. Control, push, test, repeat. You can't outlove her, you can't outplease her, you can only outdiscipline her. Because every time you chase, you hand her the power she secretly despises you for giving. If she plays games, detach. If she tests you, Stay calm. If she provokes you, don't react. Because her chaos feeds on your emotion and your calm starves it. Understand this. A woman like her doesn't want peace. She wants polarity, friction, tension, the endless tug-of-war between dominance and desire. She confuses calm with weakness and chaos with passion. And when she finally meets a man she can't control, the one who doesn't bend, doesn't explain, doesn't flinch, that's the man she'll cheat with. Not out of love, but out of envy. Because she's drawn to what she can't conquer. So remember, never fight for dominance with a woman who fears surrender. You don't win by matching her storm. You win by mastering your stillness. Because real strength doesn't roar. It stays silent while everything else burns out. Red flag number 3, the repeater. She says she's changed, that she's not that person anymore. But here's the truth. Once someone crosses the line of betrayal, the guilt fades faster every time. It's called moral desensitization. Each lie makes the next one easier. Each apology feels more believable. She'll cry, she'll beg, she'll promise. But what she's really mastered is performance. The repeater doesn't cheat for love or lust. She cheats for control, for the thrill of deception, for the rush of getting away with it. She feeds off chaos, not connection. And every time you forgive her, you teach her that your boundaries are flexible. She's not sorry she did it. She's sorry she got caught. Forgive her once and she'll test you again. Not because she's broken, but because she knows you'll let her. Never forget, people don't cheat by accident. They cheat because, in that moment, their pleasure mattered more than your pain. And when the guilt fades, the cycle begins again, until you finally end it. Red flag number 4, the double life woman. She's calm, collected, always busy, and somehow, always somewhere else. She doesn't cheat in chaos, she cheats with precision. Every message deleted, every story rehearsed, every alibi airtight. This is compartmentalization, the psychology of living 2 lives flawlessly. She's a master of masks, one version for you, one for her friends, and one for the man she swears is just a colleague. She knows how to act present while being miles away. How to say, "I love you," while planning her next escape. She'll make you doubt your instincts until you apologize for them. But your instincts are not wrong. They're warnings. Because secrecy isn't protection, it's preparation. You're not in love with her. You're in love with her performance. Every smile, every touch, every word carefully crafted to keep you blind. And when the mask finally slips, it won't just break your heart. It'll shatter your trust in your own perception. The double life woman doesn't betray you suddenly. She betrays you quietly, one deleted message at a time. Red flag number 5, the commitment phobe. She says she wants something real, until it actually gets real. At first she's all in, texting non-stop, dreaming out loud, talking about futures that feel magnetic. Then slowly, the distance begins. Texts slow down, excuses multiply, and one day she disappears. Without ever saying goodbye. This woman isn't afraid of being alone, she's afraid of being seen. She's addicted to potential, not permanence. It's the avoidant attachment trap. She craves connection, but fears closeness. To her, intimacy feels like losing control. The moment she feels safe, she starts to run. The moment you stop being a mystery, the spark dies. You'll try to reassure her, to prove you're different, but the more you chase, the faster she withdraws. You can't fix a runner. You can't love her into staying. Because she doesn't fear commitment, she fears surrender. And until she faces her own reflection, every relationship will end the same way, with her running from the very thing she swore she wanted. Red flag number 6, the manipulator. She doesn't argue, she performs. Every tear, every silence, every apology is a move on her chessboard. She doesn't love, she studies. Your desires, your fears, your weaknesses. Then she mirrors them back until you mistake reflection for connection. Her weapon isn't beauty, it's sympathy. She plays the victim, so you'll play the savior. And while you're busy fixing her, she's tightening the strings around your emotions. She'll twist truth until you doubt your own memory. She'll call you crazy for noticing the manipulation. And when you finally break free, she'll come back, not for love, but to test if she still owns space in your mind. Because a manipulative woman doesn't crave affection. She craves control. She doesn't want peace, she wants power. And the moment you stop chasing her validation, her mask cracks. The performance ends. Because once you stop kneeling, she stops pretending. Red flag number 7, the avoider. She never yells, never fights, she just fades, quietly, politely, behind a smile. Her silence feels peaceful, but it's not peace, it's distance disguised as calm. She doesn't cheat out of passion, she cheats out of disconnection. Because to her, intimacy feels dangerous. The closer you get, the faster she disappears. The avoider confuses distance with safety. She hides behind, "I just need space." But that space becomes the perfect hiding place for betrayal. You think she's gentle, you think she's mature. But in reality, she's emotionally unavailable. A ghost who never leaves, yet is never really there. She won't argue, she'll withdraw. She won't break up, she'll slowly vanish. You'll call it peace, but it's not peace. It's numbness, and by the time you realize it, she's already gone. Final truth. You can't build loyalty from broken blueprints. You can't save someone who sees your love as leverage. Modern dating isn't men versus women. It's truth versus illusion. Betrayal doesn't just hurt because you lose her, it hurts because you lose the version of yourself that believed in her. But that's where the rise begins, when you stop chasing chaos, stop mistaking beauty for character, and stop confusing attention for love. That's the moment you reclaim your power. Because the strongest man isn't the one who survives the wrong woman, it's the one who can walk away from her without losing himself.